And New South Wales too got plenty of talent from across schools in Sydney and of course across the state as well, having their trials earlier last month. And Combined States, they've got a fair bit of young talent apparently. A lot of players who may have missed out on early selections from a couple of the other states, including New South Wales and Queensland, but some talent in there nonetheless, as we see New South Wales too start to make their way onto the field.
It's worth, Patrick, too, sort of looking at how these teams are selected. With New South Wales 2 and 1s, they select the first 15 in the New South Wales 1s first, and then they pick the next best 15 as the starting 15 for New South Wales 2, and then they go and pick the reserves for each team. And as you said before, Combined States, a mixture of players from around the country that didn't make their respective state teams for whatever reason. And over the many, many years now that this team's been included in the championships, they've done a fantastic job, and you'll see plenty of talent this time around. Some notable players from Combined States that have gone on to big things. Big Will Skelton spent some time in the Combined States team. Lukan Tui, who had an outstanding test match 2 weeks ago, came through Combined States. And Jordan Patea played 2 years ago in Combined States before representing Queensland last year. So
it's certainly a pathway into higher honours as we're about to get underway for the championship, and we have started. And that's taken by New South Wales 2. And the maul is formed, so New South Wales 2 securing the ball early. They look to get it out to Tejek and move it to the right-hand side of the field. Tejek gets it back. Goes to kick over the top, does Minigo. Just unable to get out of trouble at the moment. They go back the other way and have found the kick over the top, which finds touch. Just watched over by Ben Bryden, the winger for Combined States.
Hold Green.
Combined States throw the ball in off the line out, so a strong start there by the men in green, and good blistering run there by Dominic Easy. Whiteman gets the ball just outside the 22. They go to the right-hand side. It's Wellington. Murray. He gives it to Whiteman again. Murray looks for the ball. He's pushing New South Wales to the left, and here goes Dominic Easy. Gets inside the 22. Combined States just building pressure at the moment. This is Saunders. Gets a couple of extra metres.
Yeah, clean steal.
Clean steal by New South Wales 2, though, says the referee. So New South Wales 2 now looking to get out of trouble. A couple of pick and goes.
Tackle!
Well met by Nathan Zilster.
Outside.
They can't kick, the call is outside, so New South Wales 2 are deciding to have a run. And that is a blistering run. The ball goes back in on the inside. This could be the first try of the match. And it will be. And New South Wales 2 have turned that around very quickly, defending in their own 22. And they've managed to run 80 metres to score, Ben Whittaker.
Well, they've certainly showed their intention there on any sort of turnover ball. They look to space, and you can see there that the speed they have out wide is going to be a strength. Combined States, some good pressure early, held the ball, one turnover, led to a try. So they're going to have to regroup here. It's not easy to sort of come together. First game, 5 minutes in, but I'm sure they're not going to drop their heads here. They'll make sure they come back and try and put some pressure back on New South Wales too.
So the first kick of the game by Matthew Minigo.
One thing we should look at, Patrick, is the amazing conditions the grounds are in.
Yeah,
for this championship. No wonder that they shot down that right-hand side so fast. It is a very, very quick deck.
Yep. No running on the treadmill here at St Ignatius College. Plenty of rugby played here. And he's pushed that one away to the right, so he'll be disappointed with himself there, but nonetheless, it's New South Wales 2, 5. Combined States 0. So Combined States started well, but just a defensive lapse on that left flank. It's cost them, and that ball's gone backwards off the kickoff. So again, they regain possession. Here goes
Tackle!
Fladrick. Murray.
Over.
Advantage is over, says the referee. This is Wellington. Murray gives it to his fly half. He's looking for the offload. Goes to ground though. Looks to get back to the left. Finds space in the middle of the field. That was Connor Malloy. Gets into the 22. They're back exactly where they were a few minutes ago. Wellington again. He picks up and goes. Looks for the offload. New South Wales 2 scramble to get there. They go to the right-hand side. This is Minigo. He throws the ball back in just before he's taken into touch. Easy. Murray. Almost lost it, and this could be the first try to Combined States, just short of the line.
Let it come, Blue! Let it come!
New South Wales 2 just slowing it down at the moment. Here's the fullback, Benjamin Pollack. We've got numbers out left. Murray just calls for more support. Just centimetres away from the line now, the pick and go. Right in front of the posts.
Hold up!
Held up is the call, so the referee. Desperate defence from New South Wales 2. Wow. Now we'll have the 5-metre scrum.
Right there, fellas.
You see here, look now they
Remember our standards, yeah?
extended pressure on New South Wales 2 here, and they just fall short on getting that ball across the line. But it's exactly what Combined States need to do, get right back in this game, and started with a fantastic restart. And we'll talk a bit more about that later.
Set!
So the ball's fed into the scrum. Murray gets the ball off the back, short ball, that's easy, throws it back on the inside. It's come off the referee. New South Wales 2 now, looking to get themselves out of danger. They've been camped in their half the entire game, minus that try. They quickly scored.
Fun Hughes.
That was Combined States back with the ball. They go back to the right. This is Gibbs. Just asking questions up the middle of the field again. A little show and go by Easy. Montague picks it up quickly. Looking for support out on the left. We've got runners. The crowd starts to build here in Sydney. And the penalty New South Wales 2, a relieving penalty.
It is, and again, Combined States just need to really stay patient here because they've put together some nice phases of football, including, like I said before, a really good restart and then a great little counter-attack play here off a long kick from New South Wales. So they're definitely showing that they're up for this this challenge.
So they've kicked over into touch. Well taken off the lineup by New South Wales 2. So they're going to look to run it out of trouble. David Tajaki's moved along, and this is much better from New South Wales 2. A blistering run, he throws the ball back on the inside. And that's going to be another try underneath the post. Some broken play. Set move. New South Wales slice through the line. Didn't quite catch a number there.
No late contest there, was there? No late contest? Fine.
So we're just looking at the replay. You can see that good hands just moving the ball inside, and the cover defence couldn't come across.
You see there, Patrick, some real good use of space there out towards the centre position. And again, looking at the Combined States would have come together on Wednesday, really just figuring out, you know, some of their systems, and defence obviously being one key system that they'll continue to work on. Just found good space outside their 13. And then you see some fantastic support inside, which is a good sign for a team coming to a championships. Probably off a week's preparation, but players really keen and willing to get in behind the ball to make sure that play continues. And as you saw just there, a very, very nice try.
So they've added the extras, but it is Combined States who have asked all the questions. They're just not finishing their opportunities at the moment.
They're not. That's where they need to stay patient, Patrick, and let's see how we fare off this restart.
Strong start, though, from the Combined States team. And, well, good pressure there on David Tajek. He had to looking to move the ball quickly and wasn't able to. New South Wales 2, going a little pick and go. Oh, and solid hit here on that short flank. The penalty to Combined State, so I think that was Harry Whiteman who earned the penalty. Big number 4, the lock.
Well, Patrick, I think you just saw there the quality of under-18 schoolboy football that we've got going here. A fantastic contact made there, and then I think it may have been the winger too, number 14, who put tremendous pressure on the ball and assisted in getting that penalty for Combined States.
So the ball's in the lineup, but not straight, says the referee.
Scrum? Yep. Scrum, fellas.
So they're out for the scrum. And if you've just joined us live on Rugby.com.au, welcome to our broadcast. We will be bringing you every match of the Australian Schools Championship this week. Game days today, Tuesday, Thursday, and next Saturday, as we see who'll be crowned champions. Of course, the Australian Schools team will play New Zealand Schools later this year, and then as they go to the left of the scrum, they're looking again easy, goes for the line. Just caught short, about 5 minutes out. They've been here before, Combined States. This is their 4th or 5th time in this match already. Can they convert it into points? Short side off the left of the breakdown. Playing advantage and earned the penalty, not rolling away. Nicholas Murray just keen to see if he can get things underway quickly, but he was off the mark a little bit.
Further good signs for Combined States, particularly around the scrum. And why wouldn't you choose a scrum here, Patrick?
I'm always one for taking the points, personally.
Oh, tight head earlier there set up a nice attacking opportunity, and I'm sure they'll be very, very keen to cross over from this close range.
And hear the wind just ripping through our effects mic. It's a blistery but beautiful day in Sydney. The scrum is reset. 11 minutes gone. 12 minutes gone now in this match. They go to the left, Combined States. Oh, and a step off his left. Is he going to score? And he will. Jude Gibbs with the try. And a fantastic effort there from Combined States to register some well-earned points. Just having a look at the replay, a solid scrum.
Yeah, it's always fine.
They get the ball off to quickly, and just that step back inside as the defence drifted across. Try time.
Real simple play there. Go left off that sort of centre scrum. Avoid having the halfback on that side and put pressure on the defence all the time. A nice simple play, nice left foot step from Jude Gibbs, and he crosses over. Jude Gibbs from St Joseph's College, also extremely handy cricket player. So another player with all the skills, and actually the son of former Rabbitohs back rower Nathan Gibbs, Dr. Nathan Gibbs.
That clock's wrong behind you, isn't it, Quinn?
So a kick from a corner.
Yeah.
left footer.
You might be looking in reverse
I'm looking at reverse,
glasses
sorry.
there, Patrick.
Yeah, right footer. Kick got the distance, but not the accuracy. So New South Wales 2 lead the match 12 points to 5.
Certainly a game so far, Patrick, of high quality. You can see there New South Wales 2 have had basically 2 opportunities and finished off both times. And now Combined States in the game with a real solid scrum set piece.
So ball's taken off that restart by Mia Fennell. It comes back for New South Wales 2, and they've got numbers out here if they move the ball, and they do so. This is dangerous territory. The ball doesn't go to hands. And the ball is spilt out the back. So Combined States have it, and they kick through the defence. Ball's allowed to bounce. Motoring back in front of us was Liam Scolari. And a good hit in contact. And a strong counter ruck coming through. New South Wales to go to that right-hand side. Pass over the top. Tackle is not made. Joshua Risk just under a bit of pressure. Ball comes out from New South Wales 2. They move it into the middle of the field, and a big hit in contact by Harry Whiteman. Ball is allowed to bounce. New South Wales 2 have it. And off the back it comes for Sean Varilata. Strong counter ruck, and comes back for Murray, but he's had it pinched off him straight away.
Tackle now, tackle! Tackle!
So New South Wales still in possession. To Jack. He gives it off. In the middle of the field now, just making a couple of metres, and a strong crisp pass. Just going to ask some more questions on this right-hand flank. And Combined States have stolen. This comes at the back for Murray. Wasn't expecting it, and a knock on. He's dropped that cold.
Well, Patrick, the physicality shown here by Combined States over that last sort of 3-4 minute period was huge, and certainly put New South Wales 2 under some pressure. They fought really well. Unfortunately, Combined States, they forced a turnover and then given the ball straight back. They'll have to be very wary off this set piece. With New South Wales 2 having scored last time around pretty much the same area.
So ball's fed into the scrum. Moving to the centre of the field. This is better from Combined States. New South Wales 2 look to score in the corner. Cover defence comes across and takes him out. That was Liam Scolari.
11.
Just couldn't finish it off.
Really enjoy seeing sort of simple plays, Patrick, off scrum there. Plenty of space on this left side. And they worked really well to get outside the Combined States defence. Set up a really nice 2-on-1 to finish, and Combined States scrambled just to stop that try about 1 metre, 2 metres out of the line.
So defensive line out for Combined States.
Hang on. Time off.
New South Wales 2, 12. Combined States 5.
Okay. Come on. 51. Get up. Yes.
Up the back it goes. Ooh.
Taking back.
Taking back, so we'll have a scrum.
Not lacking courage, the Combined States side there. The line out 5 metres out, go to the back. Like I said, only been together since Wednesday. Which is what you want to see in under-18 schoolboy rugby. Chancing your arm, backing your skills.
Set!
communication here as well between the defence. Good scrum there by Combined State. Certainly put New South Wales 2 under pressure as they go for the line. Could be a try. Looks like it's held up, but just short. Just short. They go to the right next to the posts. And there's the try. I think that was Sean Varaletta who scored. And good pressure there, just tightening the screws there on Combined States. New South Wales to extend their lead to 17 points to 5. Just having a look at this replay, Ben, as the ball comes off the side of the scrum.
See their good 8-9 play, just extending the attack, putting the defence under some pressure across the line, but somehow Combined States pushed him back. And the pressure told here with a nice, almost hit and spin to grab another 5-pointer for New South Wales 2.
So Matthew, there you go, to add the extras. He missed his first attempt at conversion. Slots that one. So New South Wales 2, 19. Combined States 5. As we are about to cross into the 20-minute mark in this match.
And Combined States now, pretty much with 3 turnovers, cost themselves 3 tries to New South Wales 2. They really want to make sure they can maintain pressure. Fantastic restart again.
Strong stuff there by Thomas Gore. He flicked that ball back in. Now he goes Combined States. Brett Wellington with a run. Go to the left, Murray. He gives it. Looking for some meters up on the inside. This is Gibbs. Stacking up to the right. Wellington again.
Hey, up there, Blue!
Blue just needs to roll away.
Let it come, Blue, let it come.
He does so. Zach Barnabas. Easy. With his step off the left.
No advantage. 8, take the 9. Yeah, that's fine. Dom.
Really enjoying the work, Patrick, of the back row from Combined States. With Wellington, Malloy and Rahm. Very industrious. And Wellington and Rahm, sorry, Wellington, you're right there. Absolutely looking to dominate physically.
What's going on?
Alexander Rahm from the school of our current Wallabies fly half. Bernard Foley.
St. Aloysius.
6!
Fed in off the scrum. Murray looking to get the ball off the back, but it's a run. Oh, a huge hit and contact on Alexander Rami. He was looking for a try there, but stopped his tracks by the defence. A couple metres out from the line now. This would be a great result for Combined States to be the next to score. Malloy. Murray goes hunting for it. He's under a bit of pressure. Goes up the back, gives it to his fullback, and here comes Max Smith. Murray looks to go himself and he scores from the back. A classic sniping try from the scrum half. Saw the space just opened up in front of him and he's jotted it down to bring the score to a 9-point ball game. Kick to come.
We see here, Patrick, they've absolutely utilised the full width of the field here. And their quick recycle. They just got in behind the defence on a couple of occasions. Got some really nice quick ball. And that allowed the halfback from St Joseph's College to sort of cruise over there. Not an easy one, even though it looks only 3 metres out from the line. But that quick generation of ball getting in behind the defence really set up some options for Combined States. And, it's game on here. It kicks this goal.
So, I have this kick.
Played away from those. Yeah. I'll have a word.
Far side of the field, and you can see the sun just glaring down on us. And the kick Looks good. And it's over. The flags go up. So New South Wales 2, 19. Combined States 12. 22 minutes gone in this match, and it's certainly a tight contest. Of course, the ACT were the defending premiers this year. Or defending premiers from last year. Murray takes that, the try scorer. Kick over the top, little box kick, and that's well taken. Easy was up quickly on it. Tackles the call from the referee, so the ball goes to ground. And just a little knock on by David Tajek.
Well, the tails are up here with Combined States. Good. Great restart take there. Got on the front foot early. Kick wasn't a bad one in the end. Had a good chase. And good defence. Now gives them an opportunity with a nice scrum, right-hand side scrum, with plenty of room to move.
Set!
Murray gives it off to his fly half. Combined States making some metres up the middle.
Let it go!
That was Max Smith. Short ball to Malloy. It's a couple of metres. New South Wales 2. Scavengers go looking for it. Wellington goes to ground. A kick over the top. And it's all allowed to bundle over than to touch. So Combined States again really have come into their own in this game.
You never know whether a kick sort of into the opposition 22 like that with good air. Needs someone really chasing hard to defend. He put him under pressure and he's taken his eye off the ball. Results in a Combined States line out 5 metres from New South Wales 2 line.
So Combined States, they go to the left. Here they go, a little step back inside by Gibbs.
Fine.
Murray. He gives it to Mia for now. Murray, little short ball back inside to his Rami. It goes to the left. Oh, no. This could be held up by New South Wales 2, and it is. Brett Wellington just couldn't get it down. Let's have a look, and the cameraman was in his perfect position for this. You can see there.
It was great.
Excellent effort.
Absolutely. Great defence in the end too from New South Wales 2. The continued pressure here from Combined States working nicely. Got some big bodies there. Cutting in nice and close to the breakdown. Quick ball generation. They'll fancy themselves from this set piece.
Scrum's gone down. Here goes Rami, throws it to Murray. Little short ball. Just short of the line. New South Wales 2 on the line now defending. Rami playing advantage for offside. Another penalty's coming. And there goes the try. Connor Malloy. Was it number 1? Saunders. There you go. Been correct. Thank you. Swear that looked like a 7. So Saunders scores the try.
I think a real well-deserved try from Saunders. I mean, he's been very busy carrying the football for Combined States and got in behind New South Wales 2 on a couple of occasions. This is a real strong carry, nice and close to the breakdown. There's nothing going to stop Saunders from that close.
Replay definitely shows I get my 7s and 1s mixed up. Try scored.
I have 3.5.
That's why we've got 2 commentating, Patrick. We help each other out. But again, you just saw there again the combination of the back rowers. So Malloy doing the work in really tight. And then some heavy physical ball carrying from 6 and 8, Rami and Wellington.
So Gibbs looks to add the extras. And just pushes it out to the left. Interesting kicking style there with the pause in the middle. Don't see that too often.
No, I think you know, the different kicking styles around the world these days having an influence right down through to under-18 schoolboy rugby. As long as they're consistent, we want consistent
it's very
kicking
much
approaches.
Like the fly half for Wales, whose name currently escapes me. as restart again taken by Combined States. Well, done well in this area in the game. Gibbs calling for the ball and rejected by the New South Wales defence. Now Gibbs throws a long looping pass over the top. Gives it to Benjamin Pollack, and this is another kick through. New South Wales 2 grabbed it. That was Hugo Patterson.
Taken back.
Taken back. Can't kick it out in the full.
Yep. No advantage. Line goal offside. So
penalty New South Wales 2.
Hold it, then we'll go. Offside.
Nicholas Murray. He's getting his timing wrong.
John Fitzgerald and Scott Coleman, the coaches of Combined States, a little bit disappointed there. Put pressure again back on New South Wales 2 and relieved it with an offside penalty, which is a bit of a coach killer.
So New South Wales 2. Oh, stolen. Rami just gets a couple extra metres. So I'm going to try and finish this half with a bit of a flourish as Gibbs takes the ball into contact. Pulled down on the halfway line. Kick over the top. We're going to find some space at the back.
Retreat, Blue.
Ball's allowed to bounce, but eventually picked up by Pollack, and then returns it with some interest. Needs it to sit up. And it's going to go 40, over.
Packer,
We'll get the 22 here. Combined States again. The first kick there went straight to the New South Wales 2's fullback, Connor Hickey, whose left foot return sort of skewed off the side of his foot. And the next kick's gone dead, grounded in goal for a 22 dropout. Easy with the ball here, coming back with interest.
So they go to the left-hand side of the field. Rami. Big old game. Strong counter ruck. Connor eventually gets the ball. Gibbs. And the ball's been lost. Coming from New South Wales 2. Advantage being played.
No advantage here. Knock on my green.
That'll be half-time.
Half-time.
So a frenetic first half between these two teams. It's New South Wales 2 19, Combined States 17.
Can you do the 5?
And it's certainly
Half-time, can you do half-time?
Certainly make for an interesting challenge in the first match of the championship, Ben.
It is, and you know, first morning of the championship, I mean, the players, if anything, they're fresh, and they're really willing. And you can see there the team's just sort of getting organised. As I said earlier, some of the systems around attack and defence are ones that, you know, whilst you would have trained for either a week or 4 days, it's not until you get into a game that they're really tested. And we saw early, New South Wales 2 jumped down to a handy lead off some good play, one off a counter-attack and one off a set piece. It just found space out wide, firstly on the right-hand side and then on that left-hand side. So obviously quite well organised and got good speed that they want to utilise. But then Combined States sort of stuck at it and came back through what I think is a real area of the game that we need to concentrate on. That's our restarts, whether receiving or taking the restart. And Combined States have at least got 3 here clean that have put themselves in a real good position to go forward. And what I really like about their restarts is their contestable attacking restarts. They're not kicking long, they're kicking just over the 10-metre line, and they're benefiting from that. But great to see Combined States get into their rhythm. And look, New South Wales 2 shot back as well. So we've got a dead-set game on our hands, Patrick.
Yeah, absolutely. And certainly looking forward to that for the second half. And there's going to be plenty of more action coming up today here at the Australian Schools Championship at St Ignatius College, Riverview. And you can see coming up we have New South Wales Rugby. New South Wales 1 and Victorian Schools, as well as Queensland taking on the ACT schools. So, interesting day coming up.
Interesting, Patrick, this year it's the first tournament that we've seen the teams play their first game on a Sunday. Typically they assemble on a Sunday, first game on Monday. And what they're doing this year, which I think is a really good sign, is they're actually giving a day's break in between every match day, which at this level and this intensity is, pretty significant and critical when you come here live and see, what these fantastic young talented players are doing on field.
And certainly gives more opportunity for the crowd to come down, and certainly encourage you to do so, because there's going to be plenty of rugby not only today but throughout the week, and of course next Saturday the big showdown, finals day. We saw a classic final here last year with the ACT taking out the victory in the championship. Of course, later on this year at Ballymore, there's going to be an international against New Zealand schools, and that's going to be a fantastic day there at the home of Queensland Rugby, and one of the great venues to watch rugby at.
Patrick, what's really encouraging is that the under-18 schoolboy system just allows players to get tested and challenge themselves at different levels all the way through the season. A lot of these players invest a lot of time and effort and energy in their actual individual school programs, which, again, right across the country are fantastic programs to develop, these talented players. They get the opportunity to represent their association, and they come here, and it's another step up. You're playing for your state team or combined states team, and you're seeing again how good you can extend yourself both individually and as a team. And the next step, as you said just then, is about representing your country, playing against the New Zealanders later in the year, which we view from an Australian rugby point of view as a real key benchmark activity to see, where we're at in terms of the development of our best under-18 schoolboy players.
So we're almost ready for the second half. It's New South Wales to make their way to the left-hand side of the field. As the wind starts to pick up here at St Ignatius College.
I think you'll find, it looks light at the moment on field compared to where it could get later this afternoon. I'd say the combined states might have a slight advantage with the wind behind them here, Patrick, and be interested if they use that early just to maybe assert some field position, put the pressure back on New South Wales too.
Well, hopefully you and me have well and truly clocked off by then, Wits, as Ian Payton and Adam Fryer join you in commentary this afternoon.
Well, obviously saving the big guns till last, Patrick.
Yes.
No disrespect to you, but wow, there's a couple of guns coming into the commentary booth.
As New South Wales too make a good run there through their fullback, Connor Hickey. On the left-hand side of the field now, and just looking to make some metres on that far side, and flirting with that touchline, but well kept in by Tajek. Looking to find runners. Gets one, Thomas Hooper. And moving the ball well now, just looking to find the mismatch, and the offload comes and bounced off. Jack just dances his way out of one tackle. We go to the left-hand side in the middle now. Jack finds his fly up, and we go. Just asking questions of combined states at the moment. They're up quickly in defence, combined states. Around the back, and a good rush up, almost a ball and all tackle, but couldn't make the timing work. And here comes combined states, New South Wales 2 on this short side. And just stolen. Joshua Risk. Referee's just going to have a chat.
22. Come on, boys. Yeah, played away. Need some space here.
All right, boys, bring it back, bring it back.
They're going to have a look here at the challenge on the winger who kicked through.
Okay.
You can hear it all.
Contact by 22 with force. Yellow card.
No arms.
No arms.
Yeah.
Yellow card.
I agree.
22. 22. Yeah. It's late with force.
Head up.
So yellow card
Mark's here.
to Hutchison Walters, the combined states.
Penalty.
We're disappointed there. We heard the referee, really clear communication there of what transpired. And that was a tackle after the kick with no arms. Really no opportunity, no option but to give him some time.
So a yellow card in the 32nd minute.
It's always an interesting one there. I mean, he didn't move necessarily. He did move the upper body to put some pressure on the kicker.
Well taken by New South Wales 2. It's a maul. And the support comes in. This is a good drive from the men from New South Wales, just short.
Available.
I think he thought it was the try line, it was the 5-metre line. So now, New South Wales 2 have the ball in hand, but under a bit of pressure was Hickey. So he looked to get the offload away. They go back to the right. Looking for the mismatch, just short. To Jack. He gives it to Craig. The attack just organising itself. To Jack. And they're pushing their way towards the line. They're just about a metre short at the moment.
Yeah, ball's available there.
Ball's available, says the referee. Short of the line. There's a sea of bodies. New South Wales 2 just need to be patient here. And the try is awarded. So New South Wales 2 take the lead, well, extend their lead, create a bit of breathing space for themselves. Just seeing here the pick and goes from the back of the breakdown.
Well, you called it, Patrick. You said they needed to be patient, and they were. They looked to move the combined states defence side to side and then really muscled up through their big forwards in close. And they were patient. They've produced nice clean ball, and the reward is a try right next to the post. Kicks to come.
So right in front of the post.
One thing we might have to look through the highlights, Patrick, is that a player from New South Wales 2, I think you're right, they scored a try on the 5-metre line. He took the dive.
I saw that.
So hopefully the team get to see that and put that up in on the big screen.
Might make the highlights on Rugby.com.au later. We can catch all the latest from this championship, as well as everything from Super Rugby, Australian Sevens, and everything going on in the game right around the world. Of course, the New South Wales Waratahs victorious in Sydney overnight, scoring 77 points in Sydney against the Sunwolves.
It was a good spectacle, Patrick. We were out there. It would have been almost -2 on the sideline. Not if you were there, but the amount of running would have kept the Waratahs warm, that's for sure. They looked very good in that second half.
Over 18,000 people there.
Hands out, Green. Let it come, let it come.
So, New South Wales 2 just pushing it outside the 22.
It's available.
Ball is available for support runners. Just getting a couple extra metres. Almost took too much of a crawl. Jack passes it back. Kick is high. Well taken. No, I've given him the curse. The knock on by Nicholas Murray. He's been so good. The combined states today, he took his eyes off the ball at the last second.
Mate, you've been offside a couple of times without material effects. No. You're coming for an offside position, though, to make sure you take an extra step for us. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
It's a good discussion there between the referee and the number 7. You'd be disappointed if the number 7 wasn't in the referee's ear asking about breakdown interpretation.
Connor Malloy from Combined States.
What's fine? What's fine?
Fine!
You're going blind, Brett. You're going blind.
It's just diving into his notebook to see what school he went to.
He's at Waverley College.
Oh, there you go.
Big representation out here over this tournament.
We've been a strong team in Sydney
they've done
CAS
well
competition as Combined States steal the ball back off a Bit of a lazy offload. So now running into contact is Johnson Holmes. And penalty to New South Wales 2. Well stolen.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Well, the return serve there from Zach Barnabas
Yeah, there, mate.
from St Augustine's College. He got over the ball real quickly early. Support from Combined States a little bit late. Resulted in a really strong turnover, and they've kicked it to within 7 metres of the Combined States line. Combined States have to do well here.
So line out well inside the 22. Momentum has definitely swung back New South Wales' way. And as I say that, there's a knock on. The Combined States had their tails up.
We talked about the slight breeze possibly favouring Combined States. Unless, I've got no idea where the wind's blowing, and if it is behind them, they want to get out of here quickly.
I think it's blowing across New South Wales too, so yeah.
Probably for the next 5 minutes, just look to play some good field position, get back into the rhythm of their game.
Nicholas Moe penalty to New South Wales 2. Here the cause of great scrum.
We love to see it, Patrick. I think we've talked about the scrum a couple of times today, and to see these under-18 schoolboys concentrating on the scrums, good signs for Australian rugby.
As they tap it and go. They go to the left. They've got numbers out here if they can move it quickly. The defence comes across though. Check. Looking for runners. He gives it to Veraletta. Gets up and goes again, not held. Going into contact.
Tackle now!
It's Holtz. Holtz. Ball's allowed to bounce up the back and has to be rescued. New South Wales 2 looking for that space on the far left-hand side of the field. Jack. A short ball. They're just making metres at the moment. Combined States defence still holding. They go to the left. Oh, and a little knock on. So that defence from Combined States and backing their systems pays off.
Absolutely right, Patrick. And I think New South Wales 2 looked like they had some really good attacking shape through those couple of phases. The Combined States kept
Just keep square, yeah.
making sure they could cover space, and also were moving up. I think that's key, you know what I mean? They were holding good spaces there to defend the attack, and they kept moving forward. They put New South Wales 2 under pressure, result being a knock-on. This will be an interesting scrum. New South Wales 2 getting a penalty last scrum around.
Combined States now back to 15 men as well now, Wits, after that yellow cards ended.
That's good, and for those who don't know, we play 8-minute yellow cards in this tournament because of the reduced time in games.
Well, I didn't know that because I was just trying to figure out how that was 10, so thank you for enlightening me.
The start at the mouth. Start here.
Let's go, boys.
So scrum inside, sorry Ben, so scrum inside the 22.
I was just going to say, with the Australian Rugby high performance sort of referee program being run out here under the management of Scott Young, there'd be no way a player's getting on early off a yellow card.
Oh, now! Oh!
It's a good scrum.
Men off. Men off.
They've gone over the metre and a half. Rough penalty when they had the clear domination at that scrum. New South Wales 2.
Interesting talking point, Patrick, with obviously under 19 laws are in place to protect the safety of the players, and that the scrum only being able to be pushed 1.5 metres is one of those. And whilst obviously very supportive of those laws, you get to this level, where you're looking at set piece being something you want to graduate and evolve into senior rugby. And you see New South Wales 2 there, off the back of maybe Combined States having the upper hand in the first half. They've really stepped up their game in the scrum. And maybe unlucky not to reap some rewards.
See, they go to the left and short ball. So Max Smith, and a little knock on.
Come, fellas, sweet.
It's a shame there. Hamish McSmith's been good so far in this game. Big strapping outside centre from the King's School.
Subs.
And he's got him behind the New South Wales 2 defence on a number of occasions, which have the potential to set up a real nice attacking platform for the combined states. But unfortunately, a knock on at the breakdown again gives New South Wales 2 a great set piece opportunity here. Centre field. Where are we going, Patrick? Right or left?
Looks like they're stacking up to the left as New South Wales 2 make 3 changes in the forwards.
Crouch.
So just opting to use the bench as we
Set.
edge closer to full time. Here they go. So Wales 2 with a huge hits. And this has come good for combined states. They look to move it on this far side. Short passes. The ball goes into touch.
Well, I think it's young Jude Gibbs. It is. He's getting up with lots of pats on the head and the back for what's possibly, here we go. Let's have a look at this hit from the fly half from St Joseph's College.
Oh.
If you see a bigger one than that this weekend, it's going to be a couple of big days. That is a huge hit and contact.
New South Wales to get possession off the line out. Look forward to seeing plenty more of those sort of hits throughout the championship. So cross over the halfway line.
Yeah, he's doing good.
So they're moving it in pods at the moment. A little step on the inside.
Nah.
Pressure on from combined states and defence. New South Wales 2 maintain possession. Just looking to find some space on this short side and find the mismatch. And they may have created some. Just right in front of us, a blistering run for the corner and a fantastic effort by Joshua Risk. A brilliant piece of athleticism, and he scores.
Well, they've found some space again out wide, haven't they? This time on the right-hand side. Set up nicely. Beautiful pass to put Risk away. And he put the kick through earlier that resulted in a yellow card to the combined states player. But this time he went over the top. Extremely well timed. And a great try from New South Wales 2.
So the kick to come. Matthew, there you go. Just outside the 22. "45 minutes gone. New South Wales 2 on 31. Not to be confused with 231.
New South Wales were getting to that point last night.
As the ball flies away to the right of the posts. New South Wales 2, 31. Combined States 17.
I want to drop their heads here, combined states, because they've been in this game. You know, a couple of nice breakaway tries, New South Wales 2. They want to get back again. Field position, I think, is going to be key here. Get back in this game, and you never know. There's still 15 minutes remaining.
Ball strong off the restart and taken well there. So they've got possession. Throws the ball back on the inside. Combined States go to the right-hand side. This is Rami. Not rolling away is the call.
Yeah, no wrong way. Yeah, I think it was you, yeah.
So a couple of things that the combined states have been good at the whole game here. Restarts again. You know, their restart, challenged strongly, gained possession, and they went back here
Yeah, I think it was you, yeah, it wasn't
to using their powerful runners on the edge to set up play, force a penalty, and now they gain a line out 7 metres out from New South Wales 2's line.
Just see an opportunity now coming for Combined States. Going to the middle pod. Taken by Johnson Holmes. Rami did well to hold on to that one. 5 metres short of the line now. Combined States need to score. Get it over the top to Gibbs with a cutout pass in the corner. Fantastic try to Ben Bryden. And that is a statement being made by Combined States. Still fighting it out in this match.
Again, we talked earlier, here we go off the line out here. Went down to what Combined States have been good at, and that is some good, strong carries in midfield. Nice hands from Wellington there. Again, has been very strong. And look, there's his back row partner right in behind Rami. And then Jude Gibbs shows a nice touch here with a beautiful pass to Bryden, who held his width, the winger from Barker College, and crashes over for a try that definitely puts Combined States back in this game, Pat.
So just looks towards the post. This is Hutchison Waters. Difficult kick. So, kick just shied away from the posts. It was Jackson Stewart going for the kick. About 11 minutes to go in this match. Can Combined States be the next to score and keep the contest going? Well, taken in the
handy
air.
restart and great take.
Box kicked over the top. And there's fullback Hickey, who's taken it and moving it on to the short side of the field right in front of us. Takes about 3 men to bring him down. They're trying to drag him over towards the sideline. Unsuccessfully, though. Cooper looking for the ball. Finds a little basketball pass over the top. Hickey manages to keep the ball in play. And it's been a feat of today. Players know where the sideline is and done well to stay away from it. Cooper. Nice pass up the back from New South Wales too as they look to create space here on this far side. And this is a dangerous run. Number 13, Vaev. Now Combined States have stolen this back. And it's a maul, as says the referee. So they're in danger here as New South Wales 2 look to keep this going. And they'll claim it.
That's tough for Combined States. They scrambled well there to stop that attacking threat from New South Wales 2. Fantastic break from the 13. Down the left-hand side. He's been threatening all game. Fabo from CHS. A great talent. Combined States forced a turnover. It was really clever. They've just been held up there in a maul. New South Wales 2 with a set piece. 30 metres out.
It's a solid scrum.
Use it.
So, New South Wales 2. Oh, and a blistering run. He's made a step off his left. Throws the ball back on the inside, but that's been taken by Gibbs. And Gibbs will look now to get Combined States out of trouble. And he's lost it. A knock-on coming. So, great run there. I think that was Angus Bell who may have sliced through the line. Couldn't quite catch the number. .51 minutes gone.
see square here, fellas.
So combined states. Just trying to stay square off this scrum.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
More fed in. Cooper looking for the ball. Gets it eventually. Flat ball up the back. New South Wales to move it and score in the corner. And that was easy as you like. That was Vincent Cray crashing over. Fantastic effort from the men in blue. Patient, Ben Whittaker.
Very patient. Again, look at a nice, simple play, but executed superbly. Went to their strength again in 13, Ave. And he showed good poise, beautiful hands to get the ball to the winger for a great set-piece try.
So, yeah, look at the replays. Good cut-out pass and drew the man in.
You see there, the 8 to 9 just gave them that little bit extra width. And what the young fly half in New South Wales 2 has done well today is he's altered his depth. On this occasion, playing really flat on the line. Early pass to the 13, put the defence under huge pressure. And nice hands there, got it to the free man on the wing for a try. So some good skills there shown by the New South Wales 2 players.
Solid kick, and he's got it. Thought that shied away. Excellent kick. So just adding the extras to the score. New South Wales 2, 38. Combined States 22. As the ball is restarted, and again, Combined States do well in the air, but just lose that contest.
Entry.
Penalty coming.
Come back round.
Incorrect entry.
13.
As Cooper looked to try and take it quickly.
Well, if there's anything to go by, Patrick, we're set up for an awesome day out here at Riverview College. Real competitive game here.
Absolutely.
Plenty of talent on show.
And there's plenty of action coming up today. The next match will be New South Wales 1 against Victoria. The kick over the top comes. Oh, that was at high speed, that tackle. Flung himself into the ground, and I think he's done a number on himself. So penalty New South Wales 2. And they take it and tap it quickly, and you just sense that Combined States, with the amount of tackling they've done in the second half, is starting to tire. And there'll be another try. Joshua Risk. There's no risk giving him the ball. He's safe hands.
He's very good just to hold his width there again. So Josh Risk from Holy Cross College. He's been the beneficiary of a couple of great pilfers at the breakdown by New South Wales 2. They've sort of just waited for that opportunity to steal the ball from Combined States. Gained the penalty. Quick tap, and he's got good feet. Young Risk on this right wing. And he crashes over for a try that takes the score to 43-22 to New South Wales 2. We might even get the sighting guys reviewed. I think on the tap there, the New South Wales 2 player ran shoulder first into the referee. So hopefully there's no damage done there. But on the effect mics here, which is great to hear, we can hear everything going on field. We heard some good contact.
So, kick to come. He's got that over the posts. An excellent kick again.
Well, Matthew Minogue has found his kicking shoes in his last two kicks, both from right on the edge of the field, either side. So Matty Minogue, another one from the King's School. Be very familiar with this ground, probably having played here quite a few times through his school career.
The ball comes back again for Combined States. There were two Combined States fighting for it. They weren't aware who had it. So a scrum now to the men in green and in yellow. Both players just apologising to each other there. It was Brett Wellington who was wrestling against Ben Bryden for the ball.
It's good, isn't it, to see both players obviously very, very keen for the football, irrespective of whether their teammate wants it as well. Good to see Combined States have a real good crack here off set piece.
You can just hear the efforts and the sea of legs trying to scrape that ball back. So another scrum, New South Wales to feed.
Plenty of talk out there, Patrick, so the enthusiasm from both teams hasn't dropped one bit in the final 2 minutes of this game.
New South Wales 2:45, Combined States 22. Roughly 2 minutes to go in this match. And a penalty coming. To New South Wales 2, a dominant tight head.
Huge pressure there exerted on the hooker from Combined States. Very difficult once your feet go off the ground to hold any sort of power or pressure through. As you said earlier, it's good to see these under-18 schoolboys putting an emphasis on their scrummaging.
So, Jack Whitaker, Winchester throws the ball in. A little knock on coming off the back of it.
So if the scrums have been good, the line-out's probably in one area of weakness for both teams so far. But you can sort of expect that with some of the time they haven't, they've had together, which isn't a lot. It'll be an area of the game both teams will want to fix up for Tuesday.
You can certainly expect Combined States after one game together will really improve from here. As the full-time siren echoes around the ground. So this will be the last play of the match. Fed into the scrum. New South Wales 2 just collapsing on that far side. So Rami looks to play it on quickly. He gives it to Gibbs. A sea of legs attempting to tackle Prosser. We'll go to the right. That's Wellington. We're on halfway now. A little run off the inside was Pollack. Haven't seen much involvement from him in a while. And a good pilfer.
Probably sums up this second 30 minutes, Patrick. Combined States have worked hard to get themselves in a position to attack. Just lacked maybe one or two numbers at the breakdown, and New South Wales 2 have pounced and caused turnovers at crucial parts of the game.
So that'll be all she wrote. New South Wales 2, 45. They will register their first win of this championship, defeating Combined States 22. Setting them up for a big day on Tuesday for both teams. And quite literally, Wits, it probably was a game of two halves, to use the cliche. Combined States had all the territory and possession, even though they did trail on the scoreboard in that first half, but just the momentum was wrestled off them.
You're right, Patrick. I mean, we talked about Combined States doing a fantastic job to get back in that game in the sort of halfway through the first half, and it was a real contest. In that second half, you feel that Combined States, a couple of key errors, but also the defensive pressure and turnover pressure of New South Wales 2, got them the upper hand. And then you also have to say that New South Wales 2 really took their opportunities, and once there was some space on the edges in particular, they took